Wrestlemania Night 1. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about WrestleMania 40 Night 1 that took place literally less than 24 hours ago. And y'all, I'm so excited. So let's get into it. I'm going to be reviewing all of the matches that took place last night. I'm going to give you my grades for the matches, and I'm going to tell you if you should skip them or watch them. And then I'm also going to remind y'all if I got my predictions right. If you have not seen my predictions, please watch my last video where I did my stand and deliver predictions and my WrestleMania predictions as a whole. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. So the first match that WrestleMania Night 1 granted us was the Raw Women's Champion match between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Now, this match, y'all, I thought was really good. I love the storytelling that they always tell with Becky Lynch and Rhea, with Rhea being so dominant and then Becky just refusing to give up. So I like that. I love the entrances. Oh, let's just start there with the entrances alone, y'all. Becky came out, which I thought was so beautiful. What she wore was so beautiful. And even before she came out, they were reading pages. Well, she was reading pages off of her book, and it was just about her being resilient and strong and how she got to this point that she got to. And then they're flipping through the book, and the words that she's saying is highlighted, and then she comes out through the book, and then on her actual tool that she's wearing, like her tulle skirt, like her tutu, is pages from her book, like quotes and stuff. I thought that was really good. And then when she took off the tulle, she still had writings like on her leotard. So for that, WWE alone, that gets an A+. And then Rhea Ripley coming out with a live band that sings her song. I love her song, I-E-C bleed. I thought that was really good. I just love both of their entrances. Then just to get with the match, y'all, I thought the match was really good. It wasn't like super superb, but it didn't suck either. I just thought it was a good solid opener. I think they really picked it to be a good opener, and that's what it was. I love the fact that the commentary kept mentioning, because it added more to the match, that I didn't know this, Becky Lynch was suffering from I think strep throat throughout the week, and she had 102-degree fever. So we kept hearing that from commentary, so it kind of added to this, oh, she's very resilient, she's giving it her all. It didn't even seem like she was sick because she was giving it her all. So I liked that layer they added. And then Rhea Ripley's just so freaking dominant and so good, so I love how they kept that going. And then we got my prediction. What I predicted was that Rhea Ripley ended up retaining. It was no doubt in my mind that she was not going to retain, because I think somebody else is going to take this championship from her, and it was not going to be Becky Lynch. And so all in all, y'all, I gave this match a B+ because I thought it was a great opener. I thought each woman did a solid job, and I just thought that it was good. As far as if you should skip or you should watch it, I think you should definitely watch it because it's the opener, and it was nothing too bad where I would say don't watch it. Now, this next match, y'all, oh, so freaking good. Okay, the next match, y'all, was the six-man ladder match with the Judgment Day went against DIY, Awesome Truth, New Catch Republic, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory, and New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. Y'all, this match, if you don't watch any other match from WrestleMania Night 1, please do yourself the honor and the favor to watch this match. Oh my freaking God, it was so good. I stood up the whole entire time during this match, y'all, from opening to close. This match was just that freaking good. Even with the entrances in them coming out, first off, Judgment Day freaking scared me. Them pieces that Damian and Finn Balor were wearing scared the living crap out of me, but I get scared easily, so maybe it wasn't that gruesome to other people. And then with DIY coming out as like DX, having their green on and having like the flashes of the X, because our Truth calls them DX, was really good. I thought that was a great touch as well. And then let's just talk about the stars of this match, y'all. Let's just talk about everybody. To start off, everybody did a phenomenal job. I feel like everybody knew their role, and everybody played their role so good. Like, you had the dominance and the pure scratching and crawling of the Judgment Day to retain. You had New Day being a little bit of comical relief and also being heavy hitting. You had DIY being just hard hitting, New Catch Republic being hard hitting, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory being jerks and just stopping everybody. And then you had Awesome Truth with just R-Truth trying to get a hot tag. He doesn't even know it's a ladder match. He's like, tag me in. You just had everybody play. It was just orchestrated and choreographed so beautifully. Everybody knew their role and they played it so good. But my God, y'all, Tyler Bate, New Catch Republic is awesome, but Tyler Bate, he freaking did a helicopter spin with Finn Balor and a ladder on his shoulders. that? Who does that? Tyler Bate freaking does that. And then to top that off, you have DIY coming out of the way, and DIY, well, not DIY specifically, but Johnny Gargano, he does a tornado DDT on Pete Dunne onto a freaking table, y'all. I'm gonna insert the video because that was the first time I hopped up out of my seat and was like, what am I watching? What am I watching? It was so freaking good. And then in my head, y'all, I was thinking the whole time, whoever grabs the titles are gonna grab both. No, y'all, I'm so happy they split the freaking titles. Everybody in the WWE universe has been saying this for months. Split the freaking tag titles. We have so many great tag teams on SmackDown. We have so many great tag teams on Raw. Just split the titles. And y'all, they split the titles. And the way they did it was phenomenal, of the two teams that they chose, because your new SmackDown tag team champions are Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And y'all, at first, when Grayson Waller grabbed those titles, or was it Austin Theory? I can't remember whoever grabbed them. I was pissed. I said, what am I watching? But the opposite of excited. What am I watching? Like, what am I watching? But then I was like, no, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, y'all, because I've been saying all along, Grayson Waller eventually is going to turn on Austin Theory because he doesn't care about nobody but himself. And why not make it a friend against a friend turned foe thing? I think this is where their story begins. We thought their story began a while ago, but no, this is where it begins because they have these tag titles. But Grayson Waller will turn on Austin Theory. Mark my word. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then your new Raw Tag Team Champions, y'all, I kind of guessed this right, is Awesome Truth, y'all. And I'm so glad that R-Truth, because he has been putting in work. He has been with the WWE, I think, since the late 90s. So we're looking at over close to like 25 years-ish. And I'm so glad they finally gave R-Truth his WrestleMania moment. He is so great, and what he brings to WWE is so special. So when I saw that, I almost cried because I was like, yes, yes. Also Truth, like R-Truth finally gets his moment to be the center of the attention, to be that guy. And the way he's changed WWE in the last couple of months and what he has brought, I'm so excited. So yes. So y'all, I gave this match an A++++. I thought it was so good. Like I said, everybody played their role right. It was choreographed beautifully. It was no dull moment in this match. From the start of it to the end, it was just so great. I love the winners that they chose because I think that's important of how the story is going to be told over the next couple of months after WrestleMania and leading into Backlash and stuff like that. Action was like literally amazing. I need New Catch Republic and I need DIY to literally have a match against each other. It would be the best match probably in history. I need that to happen ASAP. Now, is this match worth watching? Should you watch it or should you skip it? You should definitely watch this match. Like I said at the beginning, if you don't watch any other match or WrestleMania Night 1, because we got some that was a little rough, watch this one. Please do yourself a favor and watch this. And specifically, fast forward to the part where Johnny Gargano does a slingshot DDT to Pete Dunne onto the table. So the next match that we had following that 6-way ladder match, we had Andrade and Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar, Dirty Dom. At first, y'all, we were supposed to have Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio, but Dragon Lee got mysteriously hurt Friday night. So then they just went in and put Andrade in because Andrade ended up turning on Dirty Dom on Friday night as well. And I thought that was a great idea, y'all, because Andrade, he is such a superstar. Like, I want to see Andrade every single day now. Like his in-ring work is so amazing. Like, I think one of the highlights of this match, y'all, because it was not many, and I'm gonna get into that, he did a springboard flip and he saw Dom had moved, so he landed on his feet and then he went and did another one. It was genius. It was so good. I just thought this match, y'all, I just didn't think it was good. I feel like it could have been left off the card, and I know why they didn't want to leave it off the card, because they want inclusivity and they want, you know, every different types of wrestling to be showcased. So I get that. And we needed a Lucha Libre because Lucha Libre is just fantastic. It's literally the foundation of wrestling, so we have to have it on WrestleMania. But I just feel like we could have got it in a different way. If I could have a choice, I would have probably just did Andrade versus Santos Escobar, because I think that would have been a far better match. I think it would have been really fast paced. I think it would have been so good if we could have had that. But we didn't. I just thought this match, it just lacked. It just didn't do anything for me. I don't think it was WrestleMania worthy. Now, if it was like a Friday night SmackDown match, oh, it would have been perfect. I just don't think it was WrestleMania worthy. But it was some highlights though, even though the whole match as a whole was boring. A couple of highlights was, oh my god, Andrade and Rey Mysterio did a double stack crossbody. I've never seen that done in the history of wrestling. Literally, Rey Mysterio gets on Andrade's shoulders and they leap and do a crossbody on everybody, and they wiped everybody out. I thought that was fantastic. Joaquin Wild, fantastic. He flew like 50,000 feet and landed on two people. I just thought that was really good. So even though the match was kind of boring, we did have a couple of highlight moments. And then it was two big old men dressed in masks, and they were helping out Rey Mysterio. And I was like, who are these big men? Like, I was like, who are them? I thought it was some new people for WWE. It turned out to be like football players for Philadelphia. So that was it. So all in all, y'all, I gave this match a C+. I really could have gave it a C, but I wanted to be nice. And if you have the option to watch or skip it, I think you should definitely skip it and just look at the highlights from Andrade's performance, because he was actually pretty solid. Now, the next match that we saw was brother versus brother, and it was Jey versus Jey USO. And y'all, I had very high expectations for this match because, you know, it's brother versus brother. I was thinking they're gonna have great chemistry. It's gonna be really great. I love the intro package that they did, y'all, where I am my brother's keeper, and it shows how they were there for each other throughout the years. And then they show the turn of it, of how they started beefing with each other, and at the end they're like, I'm not my brother's keeper. I thought that was great. Them in all black, like back to back with each other, looking over their shoulders. I thought that was excellent. But I just think WWE again struggled to follow up after that great ladder match, because this match, y'all, it was boring. I did not like it. I got bored throughout the match. I just didn't. I don't know why it did not click for me. That's why I think it was missing. Maybe Jey and Jimmy should have had matches before, and this shouldn't have been the first one. I feel like they should have had some matches before this one, but it was boring. I didn't like it. But yeah, y'all, I didn't really like it. It had some good spots in there. I love how they were basically telling the story of who is better. Like they were both telling each other, give me what you got. So one would kick one would kick a person, then the other one would kick a person. They were just going back and forth to see who's the better brother, basically. I love that storytelling. And then it also played into that storytelling where Jey really did not want, and commentary told this too, Jey didn't want it to get this far. Jey didn't want to really be beefing with his brother. So when it was time to really put Jimmy down the first time, he couldn't do it, y'all. He showed compassion, he showed mercy, and that allowed Jimmy to sneak in and almost pin him. And then Jey finally got it together and laid him out and went in for the pin and won. Yeah, at best, I would, if you have a choice to watch or skip it, I would skip it. Yeah, and I was right. Jey did win. And I would give this match a C+. The next match that we got, y'all, was the 6 women's tag with Damage Control versus the Big Three, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. Now, this match, again, along with the last two, y'all, I was kind of disappointed. I don't think this match kind of delivered, and I think it's because it was rushed. I think that it was something about it that I couldn't put my finger on this match, y'all, but something about it was off. It was lacking flavor, even though we had Jade Cargill and we had like her appearance. I just think something was off again about it, y'all. Like something was just off. Now, I love their entrance. Oh, first off, Dakota Kai looks so pretty. Sidebar, even though I was about to be on the Big Three entrance, Dakota Kai looks so pretty. I don't think I've ever saw her look that pretty, but she looked very pretty. I love the Big Three entrance. I love how they came in on the standing tall podium, and how they each got off and they were able to have their moment with their own song and stuff like that. I really love that. But all in all, the match was kind of meh. Like I said, it was missing something. It was missing like some spice. It was missing something, y'all. I can't really put my finger. It was not doing it for the girls. It was one particular part. Oh my God. Every time Bianca whips somebody with her hair, y'all, I instantly do one of these. Like she whipped Asuka so hard. I was like, oh! I lost my own breath. Like it was me, and it wasn't even me getting whipped. And then another critique I have about it, y'all, I wish Jade would have got longer time to shine. I think she was only in the match off for like 2 minutes. And when she was in there for 2 minutes, now granted, you could do a lot with 2 minutes. But she was in there for 2 minutes and she didn't really do anything phenomenal. Like, and I love Jade, y'all. I love the Big Three. I love Jade Cargill. But I just think that at this point I feel like they kind of should have left her off WrestleMania. I feel like they could have just left this match, but not really, because we needed that monumental moment from the women. But I just, again, I can't put my finger on this match, y'all. Don't be mad at me. I just can't. I just wish Jey would have had more time, and the little time she had, I wish she would have showcased her skills more. But all in all, the big three did end up winning, so I got that prediction right. And I gave the match, y'all, a C+ to be nice. Because really it should have been like a straight C. It just lacked a lot of energy, and it just lacked something from me that I can't really put my finger on. If you had the choice to watch it or skip it, I would give it a skip. You really don't need to watch it. You can just watch the highlight reels of it. Now, the next match that we saw was the Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther, the ring general, and Sami Zayn. Now, this is when I felt like WWE started to pick back up. Y'all, I loved the storytelling around this match, because even though this match was felt kind of rushed to me, like the beef between Gunther and Sami Zayn didn't start until like the middle of March or the beginning of March, I love the storytelling that they told, even though this was a rushed match. And I feel like that's what was missing with the big three and Jade Cargill and stuff, and why I kind of felt lackluster in a way, right? I love when Sami's about to walk out. It kind of has like a Rocky-ish feel, like his wife and his son visits him, and his wife is telling him you can do it, his son is telling him you can do it. Like, when am I gonna hear your music, daddy? He said, my music is about to play. And then I love that each time he's walking further and further, he gets stopped. So at first it's his wife and his son, and then we see Chad Gable, and Chad Gable's like, you owe me one. So we know that we're gonna see like a Chad Gable and him in the future, which I think is gonna be a great match, like it was when they had like that short match to determine who was gonna face Gunther. And then I love, y'all, at the end we get no other than Kevin Owens, his best friend, hugging him and embracing him and telling him, go out there and do it, like you got this, y'all. So right off the bat, before the match even started, you had the story set. And y'all, this was just a hard-hitting match. Gunther, even though he lost, Gunther, in my opinion, is one of the best men in WWE right now. He can do anything. He has speed, he has quickness, he has agility, he can flip, he can hard hit, he can do everything. He showed no mercy to Sami Zayn, and that's what I'm talking about, the storytelling that happened. Because Sami Zayn got beat up 85% of this match. No, 90% of this match, Sami Zayn got beat up. He got dragged 90% of this match. Gunther was not letting up on him. The chops he was giving him, the slams. He did like 3 frog splashes from the freaking or cross bodies from the freaking top rope. He was taunting his wife. He was telling Sami Zayn's wife, like, your husband's a loser, like he's this and he's that, y'all. Like, Gunther was not letting up. But then again, y'all, it builded the story that Gunther was doing all of this, but Sami Zayn still refused to quit. And in the end, it paid off, because Sami Zayn now is your new Intercontinental Champion. And y'all, when it said 1, 2, 3 and he pinned Gunther, I hopped up on my seat and I said, Sami did it! Sami did it! But all in all, y'all, this match was really great. Even though Sami Zayn got dragged 90% of the time, it did great storytelling of this big strong man versus this underdog, and I gave it an A+. It's another match to watch, so if you have the choice to watch or skip, you should definitely watch this match, because Sami Zayn finally got his WrestleMania moment. And y'all, almost cried, because I just feel like Sami Zayn, he deserved it, and I just cannot wait to see what this Sami Zayn era is going to give us. I know it's going to give us great matches because he's so great, and I know that it's about to be a good era. The last match of the night is no other, the final boss in Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Now, y'all, around this time I was sleepy, and I actually did fall asleep on this match last night. So I woke up this morning and I watched it before filming this video, y'all, because your girl was tired. But y'all, I thought this match was really good, and honestly, I didn't think this match was going to be really good. I thought it was going to be a whatever match. Like, you know, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't have really high expectations for it, y'all. But this match was really good. I love how they leaned into the final boss a lot, like they did, even with The Rock telling like the referee, if you count us out or if you don't let us cheat, basically you're fired. So the whole time the referee has to watch Roman and Rock do some despicable things, like he watches him do a low blow to Cody Rhodes, and he can't disqualify him because he's gonna get fired. He doesn't count them out when they go outside the ring. He doesn't disqualify them when they grab the belt and starts hitting Cody Rhodes. Like he can't do anything. So that added another layer to it. And then having Mama Rhodes at the front, and he's basically taunting Mama Rose. Y'all, it was just a beautiful story to be told. And then another thing, y'all, The Rock, even though The Rock is like 50 something, he was actually wrestling. Like, he was actually doing so good. Like, I thought it was going to be one of these where The Rock would come in like every 10 minutes and get a little bit of spotlight and then just leave back out. But no, they were beating each other. Y'all, these four were beating the blank out of each other. I almost cussed, but I did. They were beating the crap out of each other. Like, it was a hard-hitting match, from them spilling out into the ring, spilling out into the audience, and just fighting each other, being slammed through tables. I just didn't think it was going to be a great match, but it was. And I feel like the really star of this match to me has to be The Rock, because he played on that final boss evilness the whole way through. He did not let up. Everything that came out of his mouth, everything he did was so evil, was so malicious. Like, it was just too good. And this match did a great job of setting up night 2, because Seth Rollins is hurt, y'all. He tweaked his knee. They were working on his back. So now it's going to kind of question you to think, okay, what is going to happen night 2? Because Seth Rollins is injured and he's going against a fresh Drew McIntyre, honey. And Drew McIntyre can throw them bows. So Seth Rollins better be ready. And then we see the Bloodline and the final boss get the freaking victory, y'all. So then it questions us again and sets it up again. What is going to happen now that it's Bloodline Rules night 2? Will Cody actually finish his story? Which I think, yes, he is, because I still think The Rock is going to turn on Roman. Like, it's just no way, y'all. It's no way I can be wrong on this. It's no way I can be wrong. And then at the end, we see like Cody Rhodes. It was kind of sad to watch. We see Cody Rhodes and we see Seth Rollins just sitting in the middle of the ring, and they're looking at each other, and they're like, they look like they're sad, like they know they screwed up, like they know they have a chance of not winning either of their championship matches on night 2. So all in all, y'all, I gave this match an A, because I think it did a great job at setting up and foreshadowing what we expect to happen night 2. And I just think it was an overall good match. I'm so proud of The Rock for being in there and really fighting and not being pretty. Like, he was getting down with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Like, even though he was cheating the whole way through, he still was not backing down from them. So for this match, if you want to skip or watch it, I think you should definitely watch it, because it sets up night 2. Thank you for watching my WrestleMania Night 1 review. All in all, I think WrestleMania Night 1 was kind of okay. I would give it a B. We had 3 matches that were really good, and then we had 3 matches that you could easily skip and just watch the summary or the highlight reels of them. So now all we have left is tonight, Sunday, for night 2. So I will see you then when I review that one. And as always,